Is it any surprise at this point that Skull and Bones has gone through criticism after criticism? From the earliest of the cool cinematic trailers we were shown, to the gameplay overviews that completely juxtaposed all the promises we were made. And then, finally, after every single part of gameplay, after every single trailer and criticism from fans, expecting so much more, Ubisoft somehow manages to make it even worse.
Today we'd like to give you an update regarding our release date. Although Skull and Bones development is finished at this stage, the invaluable feedback received during our various technical tests and insider programs convinced us that we could use a bit of extra time to polish and balance the experience even further and ensure you will all get the best experience we can offer. We have therefore decided to push our initial launch date to the 9th of March 2023. We will be organising more insider program sessions to continue gathering feedback, and in case you haven't had the chance to participate yet, you can also look forward to our open beta in the near future. Thank you for your support, and stay tuned for more information.
What the fuck? What is going on? I mean, whilst it's incredibly painful, I can't say that I hesitate to answer you are even slightly surprised by this. Skull and Bones was announced all the way back, well, in 2017 officially. Development started in 2014 though, after the massive success of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They were making an expansion for that game, but as it evolved, they realized that let's make this into a standalone experience. Fine, fair enough. But then it was delayed. It was supposed to release in 2018, then 2019, then we heard pretty much nothing. Then we finally actually got an announcement that it would release on November the 8th, 2022. Yes, it was gonna come. It was finally, and now it's gone again. I have to say, there are some times where delaying games is inevitable. A lot of the times it also can be a positive thing. We've seen this happen many times, and I think a title like Darktide, you know, that Warhammer 40k first-person co-op shooter, has been delayed as well, but it seems a little bit different. This is one of the first times it's been delayed, and the gameplay and everything we've been shown so far is positive and is what was promised or at least hinted at on the early release dates. But Ubisoft haven't done that. It's all well and good, them saying that they need a bit of extra time. Most people would be supportive of that, saying don't release an unfinished project. But we've seen time and time again, not just in Skull and Bones, but with Ubisoft as a company in general, them delaying games and still not delivering. This game seems to be plagued with issues, even just from the early gameplay we've seen. Bad optimization. I mean, look at the flags on the ship. They seem to be floating at a different FPS to what the game is playing in itself. The animations just look strange. Flamethrowers, weird spikes that can be placed on your naval vessels. This just looks like Guns of Icarus, which came out all the way back in 2013. I mean, look at this. This is a 2013 game, and it doesn't look all that different to what we're being shown in the latest gameplay from Skull and Bones. How insane is that? I don't think that this delay is going to be a positive thing. On the whole, game developers can change things around in short amounts of time with just a little bit of extra leeway, but Ubisoft have shown us time and time again that they are not those developers. From already showing us cosmetics that are in the game, from saying that there are survival mechanics and then having weird animations of not even being able to leave your ship and collect resources and hunt in this weird mobile game looking gameplay. I mean, what is this? How is this your excuse for survival mechanics? Cutscenes to replace real gameplay seems to be a running thread through everything that we've been shown from Skull and Bones. Did you want a pirate game where you could board other ships? Well, come on, chill out. That sounds a little bit optimistic, because we'll give you half of that. You can, by all means, sink a ship and then drag them closer to board them. And it's a cutscene that skips the whole thing. Why is that even a mechanic? Just don't include it then. If you're not going to let us play it, don't tease us with these, granted, beautiful looking graphics and cutscenes, but they're not letting us actually play the game. Skull and Bones is one of the biggest missed opportunities that I have seen in the last decade. It looks incredible, apart from when you actually see and delve into it. You see, the idea is something that I think everybody wanted. Off the back of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, a multiplayer version of that game, can you imagine how visceral, how intense, how immersive that title could be? But all we've been shown is you can change your pirate's outfit. Probably you can buy a new outfit. You can change the amazing colours on your sails. Probably buy some nice flags to go along with it. You can arm up your ships. Probably buy some spikes and weird flamethrowers to pop on that ship. Every single aspect of this has some amazing immersive ideas that they have ripped out and replaced with this 2022 bullshit, microtransactions, cosmetics, weird arcadey view on the pirate world. Why have they done this? Who knows? Is this just the way gaming is now? Because it can't be that they think this is what people want. Because every single trailer, every single gameplay and review, every single post that Ubisoft put out gets swathes and swathes of criticism for every single choice that they have made. Is it all 100% fair? No, I think that Skull and Bones is getting dogged on by so many people because it gets views, and I would know because I'm one of them. But there is so much valid criticism here that there was such a good idea for a game. There was so much potential, but once again, Ubisoft decide to go a direction that completely negates any excitement that people once had. And I think people are getting fed up of it now. This is a company that has some of the best ideas in gaming, from Assassin's Creed to Splinter Cell, from The Division to Watch Dogs, and now Skull and Bones. Some incredible, unique ideas with developers at these companies that are so mind-bogglingly talented. But the corporate side has to put their greedy hand into it to make a game that could have so much to it and say, no, we don't want that. We want to put shops in it. We want to take any historical accuracy out of it and shove in weird 2022 mechanics that people never really want in the first place. It has killed the Assassin's Creed franchise. It would have killed Splinter Cell if they had carried on developing those games and not just given up entirely, and now it looks like it's killed Skull and Bones. What you are seeing on screen right now isn't just their trailer. This is actual gameplay recorded by somebody else, and once again, it is still a cutscene. This is probably the biggest feedback that they've been given. On the statement they put on Twitter, they said it's being delayed because there are so many criticisms from the insiders that played their title. These are Ubisoft fans that have told them this isn't good enough. And trust me, these insider programs are great for getting feedback, but rarely does it delay a game because of a few misses here or there. The amount of criticism and dead mechanics or terrible gameplay decisions has to be massive before a multi-million-dollar company like Ubisoft pulls back the release date of one of the most delayed games of all time. Imagine that decision. That must have taken so much bad feedback in order for them to come to the conclusion to delay this game for 5 more months once again. It blows my mind where this game is going at this point. And I'm almost morbidly intrigued to carry on following it just to see where they take it. Is this going to release and absolutely die a painful death almost instantly? Or is it going to surprise us all? I guess we're going to find out, well, not on November 8th anymore, but now in March of 2023. It's a shame, but I'm not surprised. And I think we're going to see way more of it in the future.